Shalom. Call Allah Yahweh Shemi Al Shai by Shem Rakakadash. Dub honors to the apostles at Great Millstone that rule and teach well, that taught us this truth, the 100% truth. Citation, peace and citations to the Akim on the four corners teaching this truth, risking their lives each and every day on the highways and the byways to wake up the elect, the hopefully elect, and to the brothers and sisters tuning in for edification. Come with another lesson. It's your brother Dawada. And this lesson will be entitled, Everything is Out of Course in Babylon the Great. And why everything is out of course in Babylon the Great is because who's in charge, who's in rulership. And that person will be the so-called white man, starting with the elites. And it starts with all these unrighteous decrees that they push out here. You know what I'm saying? The so-called white man does this. You know what I'm saying? The things that they do, to this earth, which would be the air that's messed up, the water is polluted, the food, GMO food, just food is horrible. And the things that have the people all messed up. These things have the people all messed up. You know what I'm saying? Even the animals are messed up, are polluted. You know what I'm saying? They're pretty much steady dying. Birds flying out the sky dying. You know what I'm saying? And basically the food is just right now poison. You know what I'm saying? You see all these people overweight. You know what I'm saying? All they do is constantly just feed themselves with a number of fast food. You know what I'm saying? Fast food restaurants that they go to. And all it does is just mess you up. You know what I'm saying? So we know what is the root cause of why everything is out of course. Is because the self-proclaimed so-called white man, which is his biblical name is Esau, Edom, Adawam, red, the red man. You're not white, you're red. And the Most High, you know what I'm saying? Curse you like that, And whatever you do and whatever you touch, you just destroy. You know what I'm saying? You mess up everything. And that's why this place has to go, man. And let's go to, Job 9 and 24, The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Yeah, who is the wicked? Like I say again, the self-proclaimed so-called white man. He's the wicked, Man, woman, and child, He covered the faces of the judges thereof, yeah. And who did he cover? The Son of Man, Yahushua. Most High Son, Yahushua. He covered the faces, you know what I'm saying? Yep. And that's one of the things that he did. That's the highest thing that he did. You know what I'm saying? That when he did that messed up everything. The audacity to say that Yahushua is a white man. No, maybe sweet baby Jesus is, and that's a Greek terminology, because he was a Hebrew, Hebrews 7 and 14, you know what I'm saying? And they say, you know what I'm saying, in the last days, and if not, where and who is he? And they say, in the last days, that man, Esau Edom, will be in rulership in the last days, you know what I'm saying? The prophesying, who is in the hot seat, you know what I'm saying? The wicked, the self-proclaimed so-called white man, like I said again, yeah. And what did the so-called white man do during the Renaissance period? He changed the images to the Son of Man, you know what I'm saying? He destroyed all the, the dark images, And during the Renaissance period, he knocked off the noses to the images also. Lightening the images and everything. So he got a lot to answer for, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's read that back again. Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked, Esau, Edom. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. He covered the faces of the judges. Who is the highest judges? Yahweh. If not, where and who is he? Yeah, because we know who you are now, Esau. You can't hide. You think you can hide, trying to call yourself white. You're not pure, We know exactly who you are, Yep. We know you the wicked, you know what I'm saying? And we know that who has the power to do all these things, okay? The so-called white man, He has the power to change the laws and what to do, yeah. That's why everything is out of course. He has the power to influence the people with the music, which he confuses the masses. And this world don't want you to speak about the things that are going on in this world, you know what I'm saying? Because they know that, the big elephant is in the room, you know what I'm saying? This world, can't handle the truth. They don't want the truth, you know what I'm saying? Because they just want to keep on hearing lies, And like you say again, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. And that's not too hard to figure out who that is, you know what I'm saying? Because his face is on the money, you know what I'm saying? When you ask you ask Esau, so-called white person today, who's in charge of who's running things, whose face is on the money. They just beat around the bush. All they do. That's what they do. They beat around the bush all the time. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Because they're wicked, Yep. And that's how they operate, you know what I'm saying? And let's go to Psalms 82 and 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Yeah. So like I said, you know what I'm saying? This place, a lot of pretty much a lot of these people don't know what is going on, They don't know. And these people just like robots, man, They don't understand what the hell is going on. Especially our people. They dumb as a box of rocks, you know what I'm saying? And what they're doing now is getting ready to celebrate this pagan day, you know what I'm saying? This pagan day Christmas, you know what I'm saying? And all the foundation of earth is out of course, yeah. And how is all the foundation out of course? Because the so-called white man running the entire world, you know what I'm saying? From his laws, his decrees that he unrighteous, decrees that he has pushed out there, Yeah, we know. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. Yeah. And it's causing all the earth to be destroyed, you know what I'm saying? Without, giving this land a rest, you know what I'm saying? They don't give this land a rest. They just keep on, you know what I'm saying, just pushing stuff more and more and more. And you're supposed to give this land a rest. They don't do that, All they want is take, want, more and more, because they're the wicked. They don't know about having peace. They are the oppressor that will just keep on stressing you out. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And like he said, he overworks the land, the people, and the animals. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Plus he sprays all, the plants, the pesticides, ruin the plants. You know what I'm saying? Everything is out of course, man. It's because this man is in charge and he has to go, man. He has to go. You know what I'm saying? Esau, you need to get the hell on out of here. And you will. How about Shemal Shai gonna come back to destroy you? You know? Let's go to Daniel chapter 8 and 25. And through his policy also he should cause craft to prosper in his hand. And he shall magnify himself in his heart. And by peace should destroy many. And he should also stand up against the prince of princes. But he should be broken without him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So through his policy also he should cause craft to prosper in his hand. Yeah. Like I said again, passing all these unrighteous decrees. Pretty much messing up everything, like the food, the water, you know what I'm saying? Even the animals, they're going, they don't even know what's going on. They just all messed up, you know. And like I said again, the whole earth is out of course. And he shall magnify himself in his heart. Yeah, Esau is thinking he is the most high. You know what I'm saying? Pretending to be, You ain't nothing, Esau. You the lowest of the lowest, And by peace should destroy many, yeah. Because he goes around the earth destroying, these countries by having them sign contracts, you know what I'm saying? And if they don't do what Babylon the Great say do, aka America, then they put sanctions on you, you know what I'm saying? On these other countries, you know what I'm saying? Being the big bully, And she'll also stand up against the prince of the princes, but it should be broken without hand, yeah. And how about Shemal Shai about to destroy this devil, The Most High set this devil up, and he's going to bring him down, you know what I'm saying? He set him up once, and he's going down, you know what I'm saying? Esau is the only one in power because of what we did as a people, you know what I'm saying? We messed up, And he's going down without a doubt, Yeah. Let's go back to that Psalms 82 and 5. And they know not, neither will they understand. They walk in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Yeah. So why everything is messed up, Because who's in charge? Like I say again, the self-proclaimed so-called white man, They have turned our people against one another, you know what I'm saying? Divide and conquer. They turned the woman against the man. What else they did? They put number guns and drugs in our neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? So we can kill each other, And when it comes to working, always giving our people low paying jobs, you know what I'm saying? So we can't make ends meet, or we do make ends meet, but we live in paycheck to paycheck. So Esau, and the list goes on. Esau, you gonna get it, you know what I'm saying? Everything that you done, you're gonna reap what you sow, because you thinking that you're gonna just be able to do all this wickedness and get away with it, you know what I'm saying? And we know, when we know what's going on, and when they're the oppressor, and when the wicked is in the rulership, what? Like I said, the people mourn. Let's go to that. Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Yeah. And who's in charge right now? Esau. You know what I'm saying? And that's why everything is mourning. The people, the animals, the plants, the trees, even the infrastructure is messed up. This place is all messed up, and Babylon the Great has to go. You know what I'm saying? Esau, we done. We done with you. We crying out, sighing, crying to Yahweh Shemal Shai to come back and destroy this place. You know what I'm saying? We languishing for Yahweh Shemal Shai to come back. You know what I'm saying? Hosea chapter 4, verse 3. And therefore shall the land mourn, and every one that dwell therein shall languish. And that word languish mean weak, with the beasts of the field and with the fowls of heaven. Yea, the fishes of the sea also should be taken away. Yeah. So it's all kind of things is Esau is messing up. And what he has done the most is polluted this earth with the philosophies that he pushed out, deceiving the other nations. You know what I'm saying? And that's why these people's minds are gone, because they work all day, they drain. You know what I'm saying? They go from one job to the next job, so they all messed up. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why this world is all messed up and out of course is because they're not following the law, statutes, and commandments that were implemented to the children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But we know Esau, and if the laws, statutes, and commandments was implemented in Babylon, this place would run a lot more smoothly. You know what I'm saying? But since it's not like that, the wickedness of our people, you have took on the ways of Esau ways. You know what I'm saying? That's what they have taken. But when our kingdom come, you know what I'm saying, those law, statutes, and commandments are going to be established, and it's not going to be no more wickedness. You know what I'm saying? And Esau will not be in control anymore. No more mourning. You know what I'm saying? Proverbs 29:9. Yeah. And what it says, the fish of the sea also should be taken away. Yeah. Because it's all kind of things dying in the sea, man. All these fishes are dying. They being pushed up on the shores. You know what I'm saying? Fish dying. What also? Animals becoming extinct, like lions, the rhinos, the gorillas. So Esau, you know what I'm saying, he did a number, you know what I'm saying, and it's time for him to go, you know what I'm saying. Isaiah chapter 29, verse 16. Surely your turning of things upside down should be esteemed as the potter's clay. For should the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or should the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? Yeah. So surely the turning of these things upside down should be esteemed as the potter's clay. Yeah. Because when you look at things, you know what I'm saying, everything is being turned upside down. You can see that from just the social media and then the news forms, that, man, it's all kind of stuff going on, man. It's all kind of, it was a shooting the other day, yesterday or the day before. So it's all kind of stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? But it's all, got something to do with Yahweh Shemel Shai stirring things up, putting these people to death, because this place has to go, you know what I'm saying? And that started from actually, like I said again, the social media and the news platforms, where it's just crazy out here, And not the use of a man and a woman is trying to be the opposite. You know what I'm saying? That's all turned upside down. A man trying to be a woman and a woman trying to be a man. But in this society, it's accepted. Because Esau is in control of Babylon. So that's why this place is all messed up. Let's go back to Job 9:24. A couple more scriptures. And on that, Job 9:24. The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Yeah. So we know who runs the world. You know what I'm saying? We know who's pushing all these unrighteous decrees, messed our people up, but also messed their own people up as well, And like I said again, just destroy this earth, Like I said again, the water, the food, even the people bugged out. So it's all kind of crazy stuff going on, But Esau thinking that he's gonna keep on building and think he's gonna, continue forever. But no, let's go to Malachi 1 and 4, because his days are numbered. You know what I'm saying? You will get that judgment Yahweh Shema Shai said he's going to give to you. Malachi, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build desolate places. Yeah. So you can see them now. They building a lot of stuff. But the Most High gonna throw all that down. You know what I'm saying? So you could just keep on enjoying what you can now, Esau, because your time is up. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai of hosts, they should build, but I will throw down. Yeah. And that's what the Most High gonna do. In 1 hour, he gonna destroy this place, man. You know what I'm saying? And it deserve to be destroyed. And they should call them the border of the wickedness. Yeah. Because they the border of the wickedness. They go around, you know what I'm saying? What they got, like over 300 embassies in all these countries throughout the world. So that's what they do. They go around stealing other people's resources, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's what they're good at. You know, taking over, you know, divine and conquering. The people against whom the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai have indignation forever. Yeah, the Most have indignation forever for, you know, righteous, you know, anger towards Esau forever, you know. Yeah, and what they say, they think their houses will continue forever. In Psalms 49 and 11. So your time is up, Esau. You know, you can think that you're gonna, you know, keep on building, keep on growing. You think you're gonna keep on everything out of course, which it is. It's all out of course, man. This place has to go. You know, it's done. So I hope this was edifying. This is your brother Dawah Da. You know what I'm saying? Like I said again, Esau, your time is up. You know, I want to say call Allah Shalom, call Allah Yahweh Shem Al Shai by Shem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule and teach well. To the Akim on the four corners of the earth, teaching his truth, risking their lives each and every day, peace and citations. And to the brothers and sisters tuning in for edification. Shalom.